I hate all things pumpkin. So I
I drinks my
don't
pumpkin spice.
cancel me. I hate pumpkin spice. I
Uh,
hate pumpkin pie.
you don't even like the smell of pumpkins, do you? The
No,
pumpkin spice. Oh my god, I love pumpkin
no.
spice, like candles and stuff.
I hate it.
Sad day.
Like that's on my on the list of like the top 10 things I hate. I would say that's probably number 3.
Out of all the things that you could hate, pumpkin spice is the number 3.
Yes.
Like, yeah, I hate murderers, pedophiles, bugs. Pumpkin spice. Pumpkin
In
is the
that
number
order.
3. Yeah. Boo strangers. I'm Britt.
And I'm Dee.
Welcome to another episode of
It's a Strange World After All.
The podcast where we discuss true crime cases, the supernatural, urban legends, conspiracy theories, and all of the things that keep the world strange. It is the last week of spooky season, and if you are listening to this on the Thursday that it comes out, we are currently getting our Strange on in Colorado.
Yes. Finally.
We're not gonna say the city, if we got some crazed fans out there.
We do not have.
You said you were gonna be where?
Not yet.
I hope never. Not crazy fans.
Oh yeah, true.
Not like stalker fans, but yes. Getting our Strange on in Colorado. So enjoy this.
My bad.
Now it's your turn, huh? You thought you turned it off, huh?
I sure did.
It's crazy how that happens, huh?
Okay.
That's you with that loud ring, huh? That's you that didn't turn your phone off, huh?
Hey, this is the first. Well,
no, it's not.
Yeah, this is like the first time.
No, it's not.
For me.
No, it's not.
I feel like it is.
It just so happened that I didn't cut mine out of the episode because we said something, or what I said I didn't want to cut out. So I was like, I'm going to just leave this in here. But no, this is not.
Okay.
Run the tape. So enjoy this jam-packed episode today because we will be taking a break next week. That's November 4th. But never fear, we will be right back that following Thursday, that's November 11th, with some strange Colorado themed content and, if they can behave, maybe some special guests. Maybe.
Hopefully, because one of them was wilding in the comments today.
Yes, you know who you are.
So, yes, you do. So hopefully it'll be good.
Yes. And I think that they think that we are setting them up for the okie doke. I don't think Boss thinks that because Boss wasn't with us for your birthday.
Oh.
But Chris and Troy legit think that we're about to set them up for the okie doke. And I was like, y'all don't even have an itinerary. I have nothing. I have no plans.
Wait. So do they think we're taking them somewhere haunted or what?
Yeah, they think we're taking them somewhere scary or haunted. And I'm just like, no, that's not.
Not this time.
No, not this time.
I mean, but if we happen to go there no, I'm just playing. I don't think.
Shoot. How far is the Stanley Hotel?
I know. I have always wanted to go to the Stanley Hotel.
Yeah.
So
same.
In today's episode, we have a Halloween-themed variety show. We will start off with the history behind 2 popular Halloween traditions. I will share a true crime case that takes place on Halloween, and Britt will send us home with a scary ghost story. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I haven't read it yet, so...
I feel like that whole time you were saying that, I should have been like, bum, 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 bum,
Oh,
bum, bum, bum,
yeah.
bum, like strange variety
Maybe you
show
can find like some
music.
sound effects or something. Yeah.
We leave. Let's see. I got you. We'll figure it out.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Never mind.
No, I can. I ain't never scared of a challenge.
Oh, Lord. When thinking of Halloween traditions, one specifically sticks out to me, and that is the carving of pumpkins. But do you know the story behind it? The
No.
carving of pumpkins.
Oh, I wasn't
What?
supposed to answer.
Oh, do you know the story behind it?
No, I don't. I don't know this. I don't. Okay, well, can I say what I think? Or no,
Yeah.
because what if it's right? Or it don't matter if it's right.
Oh, it don't matter.
Okay. Because I've seen the movie Trick or Treat.
Mm-hmm. Still have to watch that.
Yeah, it's a pretty good Halloween movie. It's really creepy. And they talk about putting the lanterns out for safety, like just to ward off evil spirits. Let the spirits know, hey, chill out.
Yeah, that's part of it. So,
okay.
Congratulations. The carving of pumpkins or jack-o'-lanterns can be traced back to Irish folklore. The name jack-o'-lantern comes from an Irish tale about a man named Stingy Jack. According to the legend, Stingy Jack invited the devil out for drinks. He didn't want to pay, so he convinced the devil to turn himself into a coin that Jack could use to buy the drinks.
So the devil
Smart.
is obviously an idiot. Yeah, he's smart, but the devil is obviously dumb.
Yes. Very. Instead, Jack decided to keep the coin and put it in his pocket next to a silver cross. This prevented the devil from changing back to his original form. Eventually, Jack freed the devil under the condition that he wouldn't bother him for a year and that should he die, he wouldn't claim his soul. Again, kind of smart.
It is smart, but why you only do it for a year?
For a year?
Yeah. Well, see, like I just need 1 year to do something. And
I guess because I don't think I mentioned this, but he was a drunk, so he probably wasn't even, I don't know. He's pretty
Jack
smart
was
for
a
a
drunk.
drunk, though. Yeah.
This, you know what this sounds like? Twilight Zone episode.
It does.
That's
it
what
does.
it sounds like.
The following year, Jack tricked the devil into climbing a tree to pick some fruit. Again, stupid. Like,
how? What did he say to him to convince him to climb into the tree and pick fruit?
I have no clue. That's why I'm like, how do you keep letting this man trick you?
Was he just like, oh, I mean, I will go with you, but first, I just been really wanting to taste these apples. Like, what did he do?
Maybe that's what it was.
Or was he eating the apple and was like, this apple is the best apple I've ever had? And the devil was like, I gotta get me some apple. Like, what? How?
Honestly, I have no clue. Whatever he did, it worked.
It worked.
So. Again, are there different devils? Just like different religions have different gods. So is their devil dumb?
I don't want to offend any religion or be controversial or anything like that.
I know. That's why I started not to ask it.
But I believe that there could be. I know in that show that I watched that I keep trying to get you to watch, Evil. Yeah, that they mentioned like the different religions, and so like sometimes the different evil spirits they see. Like one of the characters, I think his name is Ben, and he sees something that's relevant to like the culture in India. So like that's the one of the demons that he sees, which would make sense because. So even if let's just say ultimately there was one religion, whatever, I would still feel like a higher power, whether it be good spirits or bad spirits, will be able to manifest into whatever we fear or whatever we believe.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. While he was in the tree, Jack carved a cross into the tree's bark. The devil couldn't come down until he promised not to bother Jack for 10 more years. It's ridiculous because.
Wait. Jack is an asshole. Jack, first of all, Jack, you could have asked for 10 years the first time. Jack was like, I'm going to give him a year, and then I'm going to see if he's really going to come back. And then if he come back, I'm going to see what I can do the second time. Let me see.
That's what it is, because why? Why would you just say 1 year?
I don't know.
When Jack died, he obviously wasn't allowed into heaven because of the lying.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
All that. Yeah. The devil kept his word and didn't claim his soul. Therefore, Jack wasn't allowed into hell. He sent Jack out into the night with only a burning coal to light his way. Jack put the coal into a carved out turnip and has been roaming the earth ever since.
How big is a turnip? I thought a turnip was like about.
But it's a little small piece of coal.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah. And the picture, I saw pictures of the carved out turnips, and they are creepy.
Oh.
They are creepy. So we're going to have to post those on the Instagram.
Yeah.
The Irish began to refer to his ghost as Jack of the Lantern and then Jack-o'-lantern. In Ireland and Scotland, people started to make their own versions of Jack's lanterns by carving scary faces in turnips or potatoes. They would place them in windows or near doors to scare away stingy Jack and other evil spirits. So, like you said at the beginning.
Oh, yeah, yes. Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think I would do a potato because potatoes last a while. And then so you can use that potato after Halloween is up. Just because it lasts a while.
How long do turnips last?
I don't know. I don't know what a turnip. I mean, I know what a turnip is, but
Lord,
like I don't just like readily eat turnips. I don't grow turnips.
Oh yeah, no.
Pick turnips, so I don't know.
No. Immigrants brought the tradition with them when they came to the U.S. Somewhere along the way, they found that pumpkins would make the perfect jack-o'-lanterns, which they do because they're bigger, so you can do more
with them.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched Halloween Wars?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's the one where they carved the pumpkins, right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, if you've never watched
it, was one episode I was so stressed out because they had the biggest pumpkin, and I kept thinking they were trying not to have it fall because it kept
like teetering.
I was like, yes. That stressed me out. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna make it.
It is stressful. And I looked up the turnips, the carved turnips. They look like they look like the killer tomatoes from.
They do. They do.
That is hilarious. We should make an attack of the killer turnips. Do you think that's like copyright? Because I mean, jack-o'-lantern turnips, that it makes sense. It could be like a Halloween movie.
I mean, we can try.
Yeah, I got ideas. That's one thing I got. If I ain't got nothing else, I got ideas.
You got ideas. Yep. So what did you think of that story?
It was good. It was cool. Like I said, I had never heard this story before about Jack. I literally thought it was just like something that somebody did. Like, because I know Halloween is supposed to be the day where like the veil between the living and the dead is like it's thin, it's most thin. So I thought that was something that somebody was like did just to ward off evil spirits. But it's cool to know that there's a person behind it.
Yeah.
So thanks. I feel treated and not tricked. So thank you.
You're welcome. Because I think I heard this story in the 6th grade, maybe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look at you. Your education didn't really fail you that much.
Oh. And I, wait a minute.
Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat. If you don't, I don't care, cause I pull down your underwear.
I don't even know what to say.
Okay.
What you got? What you got?
Give me what you got for pork chop. Okay. One of the best things about Halloween is that you can go door to door and people just give you free candy.
Okay, Oprah. Oh, you weren't trying to be Oprah?
No, not at all. But sure,
Oh,
we'll take it. I did that on purpose. You get some candy. You get some candy. I did it on purpose. D, what is your favorite? What is your favorite candy, or what is like if you don't get this on Halloween day, you just feel like gypped.
So, taking it back to the last episode, it would be Pixie Sticks.
That child would never eat a pixie stick as long as I live.
I love Pixie
I can't do
Sticks.
it.
And the only time I ever got those big ones like how they had was on Halloween. So, yeah.
My favorite candy, besides gummies, because I love gummy candy.
I think I know.
What? Go ahead.
Reese's.
Reese's, because I'm a peanut butter whore. I love peanut butter. And especially peanut butter and chocolate.
Yeah.
Have you ever wondered why people pass out candy for Halloween? Or do you know?
I don't know. And I don't think I ever really thought about it, honestly.
I never thought about it until I was an adult. You know, when you're a kid, you're just like, what? We got to do what? And go, yeah, that's fine. But yes. I thought, when I thought about it after I found out that we were going to do the Ronald Clark O'Brien. And I was like, you know what? Why do we even still give out candy for Halloween? And then, why do we give?
And it's weird because I think we mentioned it in that episode, but you're literally taught not to take candy from strangers.
And
that is what we're doing here.
Yeah. Unless they're like your neighbors, but then nowadays for sure I'm sure people don't know their neighbors like back in the 60s, 70s. Yeah, and we live in apartments, so 2,000 years ago, the Celts living in what is now the UK, Ireland, and northern France celebrated a holiday at the end of October known as Samhain. The holiday marked the end of the harvest, and people believed that this was the only time of year that the dead could return. To observe Samhain, people would leave food and drinks outside of their homes as an offering to the spirits. In later centuries, people would dress up as ghosts and spirits, going to different homes, performing and doing tricks in exchange for food. This was known as mumming and was a precursor to trick or treating.
So I'm stuck on food.
Yeah.
No, because what kind of food are y'all giving out?
I don't know what kind of food they had back then, but I mean, okay, this is like medieval times. So they was putting out like haggis, turkey legs, rabbit.
Man, can you imagine today going trick or treating and getting a turkey leg? I would be in heaven.
No, you know why? Because everybody can't cook. I don't trust everybody cooking. Because I was about to say how cool it would be if you just ring the doorbell, you get a full meal to take home. But not everybody.
If it's a turkey leg that maybe they bought it from somewhere else, like Walmart used to sell turkey legs, and those were delicious.
You supposed to cook it yourself.
Put some mustard on it. Man, amazing.
When Christianity overtook Celtic rituals, they still had similar holidays. In England, the poor would go to the homes of wealthier individuals and promise to pray for the souls of the homeowner's deceased family members. In exchange, the wealthy homeowners would give them treats called soul cakes. This was a practice known as souling. Over time, the task of souling was passed down to children.
Soul cakes sounds delicious.
You don't even know what's in it.
I'm hungry right now. I
was
don't.
like, you don't even know what's in it. You put your soul in it. Let me just put a little piece of it.
Oh my! What if that's what it was? I probably would still try it.
It's probably just a regular cake, and they just called it soul cakes because of the souling. So what it was is that because people believe that your dead loved ones, walk to the earth, they felt like that they should be giving them an offering and like praying over them and stuff like that. But then at this point, people are like, okay, I'll do that for you in exchange for the soul cake. Okay. I guess LA had a lot of dead people. Back then people was just dropping like, people didn't live as long. No, I'm being serious. Maybe people didn't live that long. And they were like, man, we had 10 funerals this year. You going to go pray over the 10 people? Nah, I'm going to just go ahead and pay somebody with a soul cake to go, do it. I'm being serious.
I know, but it's
like, I'll just rather pay somebody. In Ireland and Scotland, people would dress in costume, going to different houses, singing, telling jokes, and offering other services in exchange for a treat. This was known as guising. First of all, American kids have gotten lazy. They don't have to do anything we never had to do anything for candy except say trick or treat. You just ring the doorbell, you say trick or treat, and then you get candy. I feel like we should start making them perform for candy.
So you want these kids to shuck and jive for candy?
Yes, that's what they used to have to do. That's what you used to have to do. You had to perform. I said you had to perform, do some tricks, juggle. Everybody's got a talent.
I just think of like how they have like Christmas carolers.
Oh.
So you have Halloween carolers.
Performers.
And you just go singing different Halloween songs.
But you actually, because you're supposed to give like carolers like cookies or hot chocolate or something. Yeah. Yes, basically they used to do it for Halloween or for this holiday because it wasn't technically considered Halloween. Immigrants brought souling and guising to the U.S. in the 19th century. By the 20th century, in America, Halloween celebrations would mostly take place at parties. If anyone was on the streets, it would most likely be young pranksters doing things like TPing or throwing eggs at neighborhood homes. So basically, great times, worst times ever. I got egged once in high school.
Really?
I thought I was gonna die. Yes. I legit, my parents didn't even care. They just laughed at me. I said, I walked in the house. I think I might've been in tears. I was like, that shit hurt so bad. I was like, this is not what this holiday is about. I just came for the candy, not to get egged. Dang, what was I gonna say? Oh, okay. So at this point in America, people were not practicing like trick-or-treating. They weren't doing that tradition as much. It really was just like Halloween parties, and they would give out goods at the different Halloween parties. But then it would typically be like mostly adult parties. And so like teenage kids would go out and prank people, basically. Yeah. In the early 1930s, in order to combat pranking, communities came together and decided to please the kids with treats. The treats were mostly homemade treats like donuts, fudge, and popcorn balls.
I don't know how I feel about that.
This is 1930s though. So for them, they probably were like, oh yeah, this is great.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And donuts? I'll take some donuts.
I could see Fudge. I'll take some fudge.
Yeah, I don't like fudge. Give me the donuts.
I do.
During World War II, there were sugar rations, so no one really celebrated Halloween. But after the war, trick or treating came back stronger than ever. Early television shows would begin to feature Halloween episodes. Candy companies soon realized that housewives would much rather pass out prepackaged goods than spend the day cooking in their kitchens. Candy sales around Halloween steadily grew in the years to follow. Even after incidents like Ronald Clark O'Brien, the man who poisoned his children's pixie sticks. If you don't know what we're talking about, listen to the episode before this one.
Yes, please.
The strange candy man who killed Halloween. So even after that incident, in other small candy related incidents, Americans still buy 600 million pounds of candy for Halloween, just for Halloween, every year. They said it's enough to fill up 6 Titanics.
Really?
Yeah, they said that's how much candy yearly we spend.
Well, I believe it. I believe it.
I mean, I said how much candy we buy.
Because I think it's one of those things where you shouldn't think like that, but people do. It's like, oh, that'll never happen to me, so they'll still buy it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, you should be cautious about those things, but I mean, it comes around once a year. Even if you just spending it at home, you eat your candy, watch your scary movies. Because
that's what I do.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll even buy like Halloween candy. I won't even, because like normally if we were hanging, like when we lived together hanging out, we would buy like, like the bags of individual candy.
Bags, yeah.
I'll buy for Halloween. Last year I bought Halloween candy, like the mini candy, because I was like, it's Halloween, might as well.
Yeah, might as well. That was interesting, because I would have never thought it was a story behind why we pass out candy.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. And it's actually a good story, because mine was more folklore, but
oh, okay.
Yeah, this one has truth to it. So
you feel tricked or you feel treated?
I feel treated.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Because I learned something new.
Look at that. We got a whole history lesson. We got a whole history lesson.
History. Okay, are you ready for some true crime?
Yes, I am.
I mean, we shouldn't be that excited.
Oh my God, I know, right? I was just like, yes, give me the murder.
Sorry.
Unfortunately, yes, we have to do.
Yeah. And it's crazy how much happens on Halloween.
Yeah.
Because I came across so many stories about people thinking that actual dead bodies were props or like Halloween decorations.
What?
I've came across so many of those, but I was like, we could save those for like our like strange Saturdays or something like that, because it's not a lot of information for like a whole episode.
Yeah.
But it's a lot. But this one is an unsolved murder. So, on Halloween in 2001, Cindy Song, a senior at Penn State University, went to a costume party at Players Nightclub with her friends Stacy and Lisa. Cindy was dressed as a bunny. I'm thinking a Playboy bunny.
Probably.
But they were saying like she wasn't, she was supposed to be one, but it wasn't an actual, like the outfit. So it was just like bunny ears and like a skirt and
like a typical Halloween costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All 3 friends partied until 2 a.m. Then they stopped by a friend's apartment to play video games. At 4 a.m., they dropped Cindy off at her apartment. That was the last time she was seen. A search of her apartment showed no signs of a struggle or forced entry. Her false eyelashes, along with her backpack and cell phone, were found. So
that's weird.
That is. And I'm thinking of, obviously, whoever did it, she had to have known them for it not to be forced entry because she let them in.
Right.
So, but then, or I don't know, or did she leave?
Oh, did she leave the
Like, did she go
apartment?
home and then leave? Yeah.
Was she do you know if she was like drunk? Maybe because they were leaving the park.
Maybe, but probably not like too drunk.
Okay.
Because I mean, after the party, they went to somebody else's apartment and they were just playing video games. So
Oh yeah,
maybe they
that's
were just
true.
chilling out.
Sobering up.
Yeah. Yeah. The only thing missing was her purse that contained her driver's license and credit cards. Authorities believe Cindy was wearing her bunny costume when she disappeared because it wasn't anywhere in her apartment. So, yeah, I'm thinking maybe she left.
Why would she leave though?
I don't know.
Unless, like you said, it was somebody she knew, and maybe they were like, "Well, let's go," because it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Maybe drunk night. You're like, "Let's go to IHOP or something to get like breakfast."
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah. Or she didn't leave, or it was maybe somebody she knew. She let them in, and something happened. I don't know.
Police and volunteers searched a wooded area near the campus. However, there was no trace of Cindy. Police don't believe that she ran off on her own because 2 Britney Spears tickets were found in her apartment. So she made plans for the future. So why would she?
And baby, what I'm not finna miss in 2001 is a Britney
It's
Spears
Britney Spears.
concert.
Man.
Shoot.
They believe that she left her place to go to a 24-hour supermarket and was abducted along the way. Oh, okay. So, I guess.
Why though? For food or something? Why would she go by herself? Like, what would possess you to go by yourself?
Oh, another theory is that she left with someone she knew and they killed
Okay.
her. That, to me, that makes
That
more sense.
It does make more sense because think about it. Because where are they? Okay, yeah, because you said Penn State,
Yeah.
University, and
Not the state
penitentiary. In October, you have less of daylight, so at 4 it still would have been dark. So
Oh,
why am I going
yeah.
by myself?
Yeah. So I'm thinking, yeah, it was somebody she knew. In 2003, police connected Cindy's disappearance to a bank robber and a suspected serial killer named Hugo Selinski. An informant told police that Selinski, along with his accomplice, Michael Kurkowski, had abducted a woman and kept her in a walk-in freezer until she died.
Whoa.
Where is this walk-in freezer?
I don't know, because typically you have walk-in freezers at businesses, not homes.
Yes. So how would they keep a whole body in there without anybody noticing? I don't know. Like, nothing about this case makes sense. And then I don't even know if they have her body now that I think about it. So this is a missing persons case,
Oh,
not a
yeah.
unsolved murder. Yeah.
So, okay, so the woman that was in the freezer was another woman.
They don't even know if that's because this is just something that they were told.
It was
I
an
don't know if they.
informant that told.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure they checked it out, but if there was a body, it would have been mentioned.
Right.
Hugo Selinski admitted to abducting Cindy, but told investigators that Michael was the one who killed her and kept the bunny ears as a souvenir. He said that they mistook Cindy for a sex worker and kidnapped her. Why are y'all kidnapping people? Well, if it's a sex worker, you don't have to kidnap them. So that doesn't make sense.
They're still people too. So
yeah,
their life matters just as much as yours does.
Yeah. So that's weird to me that he would say that.
No, it was not weird to me because he probably thought same thing like with Anthony Sowell or the Oak Cliff the guy from Oak Cliff.
Serial killer.
Yes. that they felt like nobody was. They probably felt like no one was going to be looking for them. Like, oh, this is an easy kill because no one's going to be
Oh,
looking
that's
for
true.
them.
That's true. When police searched Zelensky's home, they found multiple bodies buried in his yard, but none of them were Cindy. Among those bodies were his accomplice, Michael Kurkowski, and his girlfriend, Tammy Fassett. So the dude who basically snitched,
He turned on them.
his body was, man.
Snitches did not even get stitches. They just died.
This is a story within a story because multiple bodies
Yeah, he was a
were
serial
found in
killer.
his yard.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Maybe we should do an episode on him.
Maybe.
Police were unable to prove Zelensky's involvement in Cindy's disappearance, and he was never charged. Cindy's case remains unsolved.
That's sad.
So, yeah, that is. And it's like they have nothing to go on.
Mm-mm.
Nothing. So he may have done it, maybe not.
He probably did it because why would he make that up? Why would his accomplice make that up?
So I don't know why, but a lot of serial killers, they basically admit to murders they didn't even commit.
Yeah, I know that, but that wasn't.
I don't know why though.
That wasn't him saying it though. That was the guy that he killed, right?
It was the accomplice.
Yeah. Or you're saying because
Yeah,
he's also
but
placed himself there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's a killer too, so maybe I don't know. But they do that for whatever reason.
He probably did it. But then, yeah, why wasn't her body found among the others? I don't know. That is a strange one.
It really is.
I feel tricked and treated at the same time.
I know. But the fact that they have nothing.
Yeah.
It's like she just disappeared into thin air.
Okay, go with me. We started watching American Horror Story, like the actual American Horror Story. We talked about this, but we're on part 2. And hang on,
the double feature.
Yeah, I don't want to give it away, but part 2 is like about.
Yeah, because I haven't started it.
Part 2 is about aliens, and of course, with aliens, you have like alien abductions. And I was thinking, like, what if aliens are real and the government does know that they're real? So like Area 51, which they talk about that. And that's why you really do have like sometimes all of these missing persons cases, but like in a sense to where some of them there are like obvious people, they just don't have enough evidence. But some of them it literally is like they just vanished off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
So like what if they are abducting
They
people?
were abducted?
Yeah.
I mean, I believe it. Because there was a case, and I cannot remember the man's name, but they found his body on top of a rock, but it was snow everywhere, and there were no footprints. And they were like, how did his body get there without whoever put it there leaving the footprints?
And it hadn't snowed. Like, there wasn't enough snow to go over the footprints, I guess is what I'm asking.
No.
Oh, okay.
Because it snowed, but then it had stopped.
Oh, okay.
And it was just, and then they don't even know how he died. So he had a small hole like in his stomach, and some of his organs were missing.
Man.
So they're thinking that was aliens. Conspiracy theories.
Right.
Yeah.
It could have been. I'm be quiet because, I ain't trying to, if you listening, I don't want no smoke aliens. I'm just saying, because I ain't trying to.
I want all the
smoke. No, you can FD. I ain't trying to get it.
No, I'm good.
Shoot. Get pregnant with an alien, baby. No, thank you.
Okay, I'm ready for this ghost story. I'm gonna have to watch like Martin or something after this.
Halloween just isn't Halloween without a scary story or a ghost story. as my treat to you and our listeners, I decided to share this true ghost story from Reader's Digest. Digest. It's called The Eerie Attic.
Already creepy.
And this is from the point of view of the person who submitted this to the Reader's Digest. So it's going to be in first person.
Oh, okay.
So this did not happen to me, people. If you're not listening, this did not happen to me. This is... yeah.
Got it.
Okay. The Eerie Attic. A few years ago, I moved into a one-bedroom apartment in Melbourne, Australia. It was my first time living on my own. The apartment block had been built in the 1930s. I'd been there for a few months when I came home from work one day and went into the bathroom. I saw something strange. A wooden board which had covered a hole in the ceiling that led to a small attic space, lay fractured in 2 pieces on the ground. I examined the pieces. The board was an inch thick, and it would have taken Bruce Lee to break it. I thought the landlord had sent someone to work in the attic. I was frozen stiff with fear. Someone is up there for sure, I thought. I emailed pictures to the landlord asking if anyone had been there, with an undertone of annoyance since she hadn't warned me. Her reply read, "Please call me as soon as you're able to." I called, and she explained that her last 2 tenants had said the same thing happened to them. She promised to replace the board, and she did. A month later, I woke up one night around 4 a.m. My body was covered in goosebumps. It felt like someone was rubbing his or her hands on me. Everything was silent. But then I heard a dragging sound coming from above my bed. It was as if someone was pulling a sack of potatoes. I froze, convinced someone was up there. There is no way an animal could make that sound. After 5 minutes, I worked up the courage to turn on the light, armed myself with a cricket bat, and walked to the bathroom. That's when I saw that the new board covering the hole was broken in 2. I felt sick. The dragging sound had stopped, but I heard something else, whispering. The sound was clear and coming from the attic. It sounded like children's voices, and I could hear one sentence repeated over and over. "It's your turn. It's your turn. It's your turn." I switched on every light in the apartment to make things feel normal. It was 5 a.m. and dark outside. I watched TV to try to unwind. Then a fuse blew. My pet budgie, Dexter, whom I kept in the kitchen, usually never made a sound at night, but he started squawking like he was being strangled. I'd never heard him make those sorts of noises. He was screaming. I grabbed my car keys, ran out, sat in my car, and waited there until the sun came up.
And she left her bird.
She left her budgie. She left Dexter. Fuck that bird. When I saw people walking their dogs, this comforted me enough to go back in. The front door was open, but I figured I might have forgotten to close it when I ran out. I went to the kitchen to check on Dexter, but he wasn't in his cage. What were you going to say? She left him.
I was going to say, see, that's her fault.
It's your fault. Especially if he was in a cage, she could have grabbed it and just...
Yeah.
I felt sick again. All my windows were closed, so I looked everywhere inside. When I walked to the bathroom, I heard splashing. Dexter was half drowned in the toilet. I took him out, washed him, and dried him. I was so confused. At 8 a.m., I called the landlord and gave her a watered down version of the night. "Oh, wow. You heard the whispering too?" she said. I stayed in that apartment for another 18 months. I heard the whispering on a few occasions, and twice the board covering the hole in the ceiling moved. Although I live elsewhere now, the landlord recently called. She said that her new tenants had begged to speak with me about some of the stuff that had been going on there. Forget it. It's their problem now.
Damn, she could have talked to them.
No, we didn't want to relive that.
Oh, maybe she didn't want to bring that energy back.
Maybe.
I get it. That was creepy.
It was creepy.
Yeah. Her poor bird. I'm not even an animal person.
Just left him.
But she left. I was like, dang, she just gonna leave her bird.
He almost drowned.
The mama bird.
Not my mama bird. And yeah, he almost drowned, so I don't know if it's a ghost though. Maybe she had squatters. Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
I thought about that.
That's possible, but
those are some long time squatters though, to be yeah, because it happened to the previous tenants.
And then like for them, they must be moving around fast, because for her to come back in, I feel like she would have caught somebody doing something.
That's true.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe it's not squatters. Maybe it is a ghost.
That was a good one.
Yeah, good.
And now I have to watch something funny before I go to sleep. I think we picked some good stuff.
Yeah, that was fun. Let us know how you like that format, because maybe we could even try to do something like that every month, like once a month or something.
Yeah.
Or no, we can keep it, for Halloween. We'll see. Well, that is all, folks. That is it for spooky season.
And I know I said this last week, but it's going by so fast.
It's going by so fast.
I feel like it just started.
I do too. And this is like look, I'm emotional. This is like one of my favorite months, because it's not, even though it has been kind of hot. I was about to say it's not too hot though, and not too cold.
It has. Yeah.
And then, I don't know, what am I going to do for our stories? I don't know, I've been having fun with our stories. I don't know, man.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram at It's a Strange World Podcast, Twitter at Pod Strange World, and on Facebook and TikTok at It's a Strange World After All. Also, turn on those notifications for our Instagram posts so that you can keep up with our hashtag Myth Mondays and hashtag Strange Saturdays posts.
Yeah, they've been getting good, getting real good.
So yeah, follow us on all the social medias, please. And thank you.
Yes, we would love to hear from you. Also, if there is anything in the world of strange or any true crime cases that you would like us to cover, let us know. Have you ever heard a strange bump in the night? Have you ever seen shadow figures moving about? Have you ever stumbled upon something unexplainable? We want to know about it, and with your permission, share it with our listeners. You can send those email submissions to itsastrangeworldafterall@gmail.com or DM us at any other social media platforms Dee mentioned. Even if you just want to say, hey there, we'll be here. We'll be grieving because spooky season will be over, but we'll be.
I know, and I wore my little shirt, my Nightmare on Elm Street shirt.
It's cute. I saw it. I seen it.
I don't feel the love.
I mean,
Thank you.
Oh my God. I saw it. And then we started talking. Like, as soon as you came on the camera, before we even started recording, we were having a whole almost 30 minutes. It may have been more than 30 minutes. So the moment had passed.
True. Okay.
My excitement had died by the time we started. Oh my God, look at your little shirt. Look at your little Freddy Krueger shirt. And it's all striped and it's red and it's striped like his little sweater. Look at that. That's cute.
Thank you for tuning into another. Thank you for tuning into another episode of It's a Strange World After All.
Oh, and don't come back next week. Don't come next week. I mean, you can come next week. It ain't gonna be no new episode, but use this as the time to catch up on any episodes that you've missed, or go back and listen to some of your favorite episodes. Get those streams up, some likes up,
Please.
And thank you as always for keeping it spooky and strange with us. It's so
thank you. Oh my gosh.
Goodbye to spooky season. It ain't even gonna hit the same because it comes back and you're gonna still have like 3 days of spooky season, but just 3 days and then that's it.
That's it.
But all right. That's it. That's all.
That's sad.
It is sad, but
thank you.
Adieu.
Bye.